What if everything I planned for didn't work out? This question used to scare me, but now it drives me. Because when the future feels uncertain, it forces you to ask, what really matters? Who am I without the plan? Hi, I'm Maria Kaprolova. This course has helped me to look at my future through a new lens. It's not just about where I'm going, but who I'm becoming. In this video, I'll share one powerful leadership theory that changed the way that I see myself. Two very real scenarios about my future, one uncertain and one full of hope. And how I plan to grow no matter what comes next. 120. That's my story, shaped by reflection, resilience, and the kind of leadership that starts from within. If I can't be real with myself, how can I expect others to trust me? This question echoed in my mind as I explored the theory that resonated with me the most: authentic leadership. This theory is built on being genuine, transparent, self-aware, and guided by strong internal values. And when I read that, I had a moment of clarity. This is who I want to be. Not just someone who performs well on paper, but someone who is trusted, consistent, and real. As I dug deeper into myself through Jenna's emotional intelligence model, I uncovered some surprising things. I'm strong in positive influence. I make value-driven decisions. But I also realized I tend to avoid feedback. I try to please everyone, and that holds me back from being fully myself. When I got that result, I wasn't surprised, but I felt exposed. I realized how often I stay silent just to avoid conflict. But leadership isn't about being liked. It's about being honest, even when your voice shakes. That realization hit hard, but it was necessary, because authentic leadership demands that we show up fully, not just for others, but for ourselves. This course didn't just give me theory, it gave me a mirror. And what I saw taught me that leadership doesn't start with power or position. It starts with knowing who you are and staying true to that, even when it's hard. That's the kind of leader I'm working to become. But there is still one question that stays with me. What if everything changes? As an international student in Australia, it's a very real possibility. And it brings me to my first scenario. What if I just keep doing this? This is what lights me up: filming, editing, telling stories, short movies, travel vlogs, itineraries that help others find their way. It started as a passion, but what if it becomes more? When I'm creating, I feel focused, energized, free. This is where my ideas come alive, where I feel in control, even in unpredictable world. And every video I make is a piece of who I am, my vision, my voice, my values. I plan, I shoot, I edit, I write the script, I shape the sound. It's creative work, but also strategic. I think about audience, timing, and message. I share these videos on social media and YouTube. They help people, they inspire, and they let me express who I am visually, emotionally, authentically. What if I make a career out of this? Work with tourism boards, run media workshops for international students, create content that educates and empowers. Leadership doesn't always happen in a boardroom. Sometimes it starts in your bedroom with an idea, a lens, and a voice. And this is where I feel most like myself: authentic, creative, aligned. It's not just the safe path, but it might be my true north. And what if I don't make it? What if the creative path doesn't work out? What if I end up in a job I don't love? One that takes up 80% of my time and slowly erodes who I am. That's the path most people end up on. And honestly, it's the most realistic scenario if the first one doesn't work. Sometimes I imagine sitting at a desk day after day completing tasks that don't challenge me, where creativity is seen as a distraction, not a strength. But I know deep down, I'd feel like I was shrinking layer by layer. I've been there before in jobs where I couldn't fully be myself, where I muted my ideas to fit in and hid my feelings to stay professional. That's not the life I want to live. But even there, I still have a choice. Authenticity isn't just about chasing a dream, it's about expressing yourself openly and honestly, even when the world asks you to fit into a box. To lead others, I have to peel back my own layers. Not just what I show on the outside, like smiles or structure, but what's really going on underneath. George calls this peeling the onion, finding your true self under the layers. Even in the dull office job, I still can lead with curiosity, creativity, comparison. I still can reflect, still inspire, still write stories after hours, still make space for honesty. And maybe in the middle of the ordinary, I'll find something extraordinary. This subject didn't just teach me about leadership, it gave me a toolkit for life. Here is what I'm going to do now to keep growing. Weekly journaling to stay connected to my emotions and track my growth. Authentic communication. Speaking honestly even when it's hard. Seeking feedback. Not just grades, but emotional insights from peers. Finding mentors. Online, offline, anywhere. Checking in with a Janus AI model. Am I leading with empathy? Am I consistent? Am I showing up? 5 years from now, I see myself running creative workshops for international students, helping them tell their stories, maybe leading a team, maybe freelancing across the world, but always grounded in who I am, not chasing someone else's version of success, but following my own compass. Because leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about showing up with honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. It means being open, being seen, and standing in who you are. That is the path that I've chosen. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Dynamic leadership has helped me find clarity, not just about where I'm going, but about who I am becoming. It taught me to embrace uncertainty, to reflect deeply, and to lead from within. I've learned that true leadership isn't about titles or roles. It's about presence, values, and connection. Whenever I end up in Australia or beyond, one thing is clear. I will lead with authenticity and with my heart. Thank you.